My dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor Tyagarajan, Head of the Department of Sanskrit, Presidency College, Chennai, who is going to give you a discourse on the subject Indian culture. In that you have a paper, Indian Aesthetics and Fine Arts. In that, we are going to today discuss origin and features of drama. Drama in Sanskrit is called Rupakas. And we have got Uparupakas also, regarding which we will be learning at the end of this lecture. There are two types of kavyas which we have already learnt. It is Drishya Kavya and Shravya Kavyas. Here Drishya Kavya means a dramatic representation. Generally, it's a drama. We have got number of dramas in Sanskrit. The literature of drama is more in Sanskrit. It is not an exaggeration to say that it has more number of dramas than any other literature. The origin of drama is always traced to the divinities, and regarding which we are going to see in the subsequent lecture. Now we shall see how the dramas originated. In this module of the origin of Sanskrit dramas, we will be discussing upon the Greek origin of dramas also, the characteristic features of drama, the dramatic terms and their significance, etc. Dramas are classed under Drishya Kavyas, as I told you. They are generally called Rupakas, which I have already mentioned. The drama, according to rhetoricians, it means Alankarikas, that is who are dealing with Alankaras, is a composition that can evoke intellectual pleasure and is suitable for representation on the stage. The oldest work on dramaturgy available at present is the Natya Shastra of Bharata. This is a treatise on music, dance and drama. Natyam generally is being appreciated by all. Kalidasa, in his drama Vidya-mitra, refers to Natyam, and he says, Natyam Binnaruchehe Bahudapyekam Samaradakam. Natya does not merely refer to dance, but also to the dramatic representation which comprises of music, then instruments, etc. It gives you a visual impact. Therefore, it is more attractive. People are of different tastes. Natyam Binnaruchehe Bahudapyekam Samaradakam. That means the different people of different tastes enjoy Natya because it has music, instruments, and also the action, story. Thereby, you have a visual impact. So, it is appreciated. That's what Kalidasa says. Regarding the origin of the dramatic art, Bharata gives the following episode. The gods assembled together requested Brahma to compose a new Veda to give pleasure simultaneously to their eyes and ears of all classes of people alike. Thereupon, Brahma took the elements of recitation from the Rig Veda, music from Samaveda, representation or gestures from Yajurveda, and the sentiments and other technical aspects from Atharva Veda. Shiva contributed Tandava, the dance representing violent emotions, while Parvati provided Lasya, the dance representing tender emotions. Thus, the origin is traced to the divinities. So, it is not just a creation by the human beings. Even in the Devaloka, they devised the plan to please the general public or human beings. For that, they invented a device through which people are happy. So, that happens to be the dramas. Lord Vishnu contributed different kinds of dramatic styles. The divine architect Vishwakarma constructed a theatre in the heaven, and the sage Bharata in the art of stagecraft. This came to be called Natya Veda, and the transference of this new Veda, that is drama, to the Bhuloka is due to Bharata. The Bharata Vakya recited at the end of all the Sanskrit dramas is a homage to the founder of this dramatic art, Bharata, art of Bharata. Thus, a divine origin for the Sanskrit drama is described in the Natya Shastra itself, Bharata's Natya Shastra itself. The origin of drama historically can be traced to the Vedas. Dialogues or conversations, a prominent part of a drama, are found in the Rig Veda. A number of dialogues like Yama and Yami, Sarma and Pani, Pururavas and Urvashi are found in the Rig Veda, and they are of very interesting type. The Vedic rituals provided scope for impersonation of the various gods. So, even in the Vedic days, while they were performing the rituals, they have been acting, other giving gestures, expressing what is happening there, what they want to convey to the audience. And all other gods also contributed their way of expressions, by way of instruments, etc. And thus, drama originated. That's what Bharata says in his Natya Shastra. There are also references to several ceremonial dance in some Vedic rituals. Gestures for representation of the bhavas are there at the time of the performances of various sacrifices. So, almost all the elements of the dramatic art were found in the Vedic age, but they were not knit into one literary form as drama, though the Vedic sacrifices can be called as the rudimentary drama by itself. So, gestures and the conveying things, illustrating the thought before the audience existed even in the Vedic days. But there was no separate treatise written on the dramas. So everything was in vogue, but they had not given special attention to codify it, that it is drama, or these are the characteristics of drama. These things are later codified by Bharata in his Natya Shastra. The epics Ramayana and Mahabharata should have preceded Sanskrit drama. Though they do not contain any definite reference to drama, yet the words Nata and Nataka appear frequently, but only in the general sense of a dancer and the dance. But they have contributed the elements of poetry and musical recitation towards the creation of Sanskrit dramas. Again, the literary qualities, imagination and emotions were all in the epics. That's why even we know that Ramayana is Adikavya. The author happened to be Adikavi, Valmiki. And we have already seen that he is the person who has inspired so many poets. And even Alankarikas have taken examples for illustration from the Ramayana. And the poets of later age have discussed or rather taken many instances and also the style, the figures of speech, the rasa, everything more or less copying Valmiki. Therefore, Valmiki happens to be a person who gives all informations with regard to kavyas and also especially to dramatic literature. Thus, in the epics, all the elements of the dramatic art present, and they chiefly paved a way for the creation of the Sanskrit drama. The first reliable mention of drama as a literary art occurs in the Mahabhashya of 2nd century BC. The dramas Kamsavada and Balibandha mentioned in the Mahabhashya derive their plots from the epic. Though these two plays are not available, we have a clear evidence in this reference about the existence of Sanskrit drama as a different literary form even before 2nd century BC. Next, people say that Sanskrit drama originated from the Greek. We shall now discuss whether it is a reliable information or something which cannot be believed. The Western scholars, they make an attempt to show that Sanskrit drama owes its origin to Greek plays. According to them, dramas were staged in the court of Greek princes in India, and the Hindus copied their models. The scenic conventions, the entering of the actors on the stage, and their exit, division into number of acts, the apavarya and prakasha speeches. That is, apavarya means speaking inside, that is within oneself. Of course, it will be known to audience, but at the same time, it is a secret information not known to the other actor. That is apavarya. And prakasha, aloud. You speak aloud what you want to say. So these are the speeches, etc. According to the Western scholars, clearly show a parallel between the dramas of Greek and Sanskrit. Again, the use of Yavanika to indicate the curtain traces its origin to the Yavanas to Greeks. Yavana girls are frequently introduced to assist the heroes in carrying their bows and arrows. So the Western scholars say that the origin of the Sanskrit drama is due to the influence of Greek dramas. But these points cannot serve as a valid point for the Greek origin. Because keeping one or two similarities, you cannot judge the entire gamut of Sanskrit drama. There may be similarities and some influences also, but this cannot justify the fact that Sanskrit dramas originated from Greek. We have a clear reference to reference in the Mahabharata. So it should have been developed before 2nd century BC. The word Yavanika refers most probably to the material of which it was made. Secondly, Greeks themselves do not seem to have curtain for their stage, and hence the copying from them is quite impossible. Besides, the term Nataka is derived from the Sanskrit root nat to dance, and this testifies to the native origin. That is, it belongs to India and Sanskrit. In its spirit also, the Sanskrit drama differs from the Greek. Sanskrit drama violates the three classical units: unity of time, unity of place, and unity of action, and mixes tragic and comic elements unlike Greeks. So it is totally different from Greek concept of drama. There is yet another view that dramas had their origin from the puppet show on the strength of the word Sutradhara, or holder of the string, found in all the Sanskrit dramas. In the Sanskrit dramas, you find a stage director who is introducing a drama along with the Nati. Nati is an actress. Most probably, the Nati happens to be the wife of Sutradhara. So both of them appear on the stage, and then they sing a song according to the occasion, and then they spell out the occasion at times, and they say the author also at times, and what is the theme that they are going to enact. All these things are being in the form of a dialogue discussed by the stage director, that is Sutradhara and the Nati. This Sutradhara, the term is derived from the word Sutram, from the connotation Sutram dharayati iti Sutradharaha. So the explanation would be Sutram dharayati iti Sutradharaha, one who holds the entire string of the drama. So based on that, people say it is in puppet show they make use of the dolls through, or rather they make the dolls to play through the strings. So it is obvious for them to think that it is from the puppet show. But the etymological meaning or the derivation of the meaning from Sutradhara refers to one who holds the entire drama under his control. He is actually the director. And the Nati happens to be a woman looking after all the women characters, their dress and their decorations and the cosmetics to be applied on them, and the preparations of the women characters on the stage, and these are all done by Nati only. So Sutradhara and Nati happen to be, I can call them to be a male director and a female director combined together produce a drama. Therefore, this Sutradhara need not be taken as a person who is holding the string in the puppet show. It is something more than the puppet show. So this theory of puppet show is also not acceptable by most of the scholars. It must be therefore be concluded that Sanskrit dramas should have an independent origin, though there is every possibility of certain foreign influences. Every Sanskrit drama will have one or more benedictory stanzas called Nandi. See, just like in poetry, they compose the first verse to be a benediction to some deity or other. It is a convention because it is a sentimental idea of every poet that unless and until they pray to God, they may not be in a position to complete the entire work. Therefore, they pray to the deities of their own choice, and the first benedictory verse is always written. They say in the same pattern, with regard to the drama, the directors, in order to complete the drama without any break, without any hindrance, they are performing a puja actually called Nandi in order to drive away the negative forces and also to invoke the positive blessings of the Lord for the completion of the drama. So you have Nandi, that is called Nandi. Nandi means Nandanti Devaha iti Nandi. By performing this, the gods are very much satisfied. So it is next it is being followed by a prelude called Prastavana or Amuka. So it is an introduction, how the drama is going to start and what is the theme of the drama, etc. are discussed in the Prastavana or Amuka, in which Sutradhara or stage director conducts a conversation with some other actor or actress, giving the preliminary details of the play, the author, and also the brief note on the personal history of the author. The prologue is connected with the main drama. The prologue is connected with the main drama which follows immediately. The connection between one act and the another is maintained by means of interludes called Praveshaka. It is called interlude because it is a link between one act and the other act. And also a Vishkampa. In Praveshaka, low characters like servants take part and the conversations are fully carried out in Prakrit language. Generally, the high characters like kings, queens, ministers, they all speak Sanskrit in Sanskrit dramas. And all other minor characters, the servants, the attendants who are helping the queen, they all speak in Prakrit language because it happened to be the language of the masses at the time, and Sanskrit happened to be the language of the elites. This Praveshaka should not find a place in the first act. So there is a system followed in the Sanskrit drama. There is a grammar for Sanskrit drama. So accordingly only they enact all the dramas. Now we have been talking about Praveshaka and Vishkampa. What is Vishkampa? Vishkampa is of two kinds, Shuddha and Mishra. In Shuddha Vishkampa, middle characters take part and conversation is carried on only in Sanskrit. It is not connected to kings or anybody. Middle characters like ministers and other officials, they speak in Sanskrit. Whereas in the Mishra Vishkampa, the conversation is carried on in Sanskrit and Prakrit language. Why it is so? It is because the conversation may be in between the ministers or the higher officials and the servants. So in that case, the servants speak Prakrit and the higher officials or the ministers speak in Sanskrit. There are certain important elements in a drama. As I told you, the grammar of Sanskrit drama prescribes many important things to enact a drama. And the first element happened to be Vastu or plot. So you have to choose the best story and the place of occurrence, everything is to be judged according to the story. So they are coming under the category of Vastu or plot, Neta or hero. So every drama should have a hero. Without the hero, there cannot be any drama at all. So the main character on whom the entire story of the drama is revolving around. So a Neta is prescribed, is required. Rasa or sentiment. There is no use of presenting a drama without making the connoisseur or the audience happy. It's after all an entertainment to the people, apart from giving various informations moral ideas, and then social and cultural informations. So rasa is an important part. So rasa means what? There are nava rasas we say. Srigara, Hasya, Karuna, Veera, Raudra, Bhayanaka, etc. So a drama should at least convey, rather should be predominant with one rasa at least. It is said that the main drama should have a main rasa and supported by various other rasas. These are the important elements in a drama. Now we will discuss about the features of the Sanskrit drama. Vastu is of three kinds. We talked about Vastu, the plot. They are of three kinds. Prakyata or well-known plot. See, well-known plot means that you are taking the story from the Itihasa, Ramayana, Mahabharata, or sometimes the popular stories like Shakuntalam. That is from it could be traced to even to Rigveda, where there are references to Dushyanta, Shakuntala and all. So the plot is taken based on the previous ancient works, well-known plots. They are called Prakyata. Prakyata means become popular stories. Then Utpadya are invented. So sometimes the poet himself creates something. It's a creative story. It need not be based on the earlier texts or earlier references. So he himself imagines, and his imagination is presented in the form of a drama. In such a case, it is called Utpadya. Utpadya means creating. Then Mishra or combination of both. Sometimes what happens, you take the old story and then give you a new color. It is just like old wine in new bottle. So you are taking the old stories and then same thing you are presenting it in your own way, making it realizable, applicable to the modern days. So that is called Mishra. The plot of the drama is carried on through 5 stages called Sandhis. So there are 5 stages. You can't straight away take the drama, making the audience feel the monotony. So at every stage there should be twist in a drama, change of plots, change of ideas, and then imagination, and always making the audience to be curious enough to guess what is going to happen, creating a sort of the question of inquiry in them, what will happen next, etc. So they are brought under the category of Sandhis. They are Mukha Sandhi. So Mukha Sandhi is the face. So the initial stage of a drama, and Pratimukha, Garbha Sandhi. Garbha Sandhi happens to be the climax scene, wherein you will find out what is there in the climax. Then Apamarsha Sandhi, then Upasamhara Sandhi, that is how you are going to conclude the drama. So there should be some conclusion, introduction, in between so many turns and twists should be there in a drama. The plots are mostly borrowed from the great epics and occasionally from well-known historical episodes. So this is there with regard to Sanskrit drama. We have been telling about the important elements in that. We saw the Neta, a hero, should be there. He is of 4 types. Dhirodata, Dhira Lalita, Dhirodhata, and Dhirashanta. So everyone has got his own characteristics. Regarding this, we will the entire explanation about these Nayakas we will find in the modules in which we are going to discuss about the Nayakas and Nayikas. See, as I told you, there are about 9 rasas, and the list of it also I told you: Sringara, Hasya, Karuna, Veera, Raudra, Bhayanaka, Bibhatsa, Adbhuta, Shanta. Any one of these sentiments should be predominant in a drama. In any Sanskrit drama, you have a character called Vidushaka. Generally, in the modern films and the dramas, we find a character creating some sort of humor, whom we call as comedian. But this humorous action is being done even in those days, but in a very polished way. He is not an ordinary character. A Vidushaka is generally a minister also for a king. He is called as a jester. He is a friend of the king or the hero. He is the person who advises the king in all amorous sports. So whenever a king has a love for him, then he is the jester or the Vidushaka will always advise him how to proceed with his love. Vidushaka means Visheshena Dushayati iti Vidushakaha. He is always criticizing the king and his activities in a friendly way. Vigata Dushanakaha, Vidushakaha, who does not find fault with the king even though he is wrong in some of his love affairs. So it could be interpreted in these two ways. Vidushaka is a must in any drama because he is the person who is releasing the tension of the audience, making them enjoy in between a serious story. In Sanskrit drama, there is no tragedy at all. You have to end in a happy mood. That is the dharma of a drama. Because the intention is to entertain the people. After seeing the drama, if the audience go with tears, then the purpose is totally defeated. Therefore, there is an injunction in the drama of Sanskrit literature that the dramas should necessarily end in a happy mood and it should not have any unhappy endings. Even if you want to convey an unhappy ending, you'll have to present it in such a way that that becomes a relisable ending, because every rasa has got its own relish, even Karuna rasa. That's why Bhavabhuti, a dramatist, says, Eko rasa karuna eva. He ends, that is the pitiable end also, that is making people cry, also is an enjoyable fiat. But yet, the ending of a drama by a writer should not be ending in tragedy. That is the convention followed in the dramas in Sanskrit. Moreover, a drama should end with a Bharata Vakya. Generally, you find this Bharata Vakya in most of the dramas, including Kalidasa, in his Vidya-mitra and other Shakuntalam, has given a verse on Bharatavakya. What is this Bharatavakya? It is in remembrance of Bharata. We are just attributing a verse on him or rather. This particular Bharatavakya reflects the intention of Bharata to produce dramas. What is the intention? What could be the intention of Bharata? Is that he feels that by enacting a drama, the people, the visitors, the audience should feel happy. The viewers should go happily, learning so many things from the drama, the morals, culture, and other things. So, that intention is being honored at the end in the form of Bharatavakya, wherein the general concept of the Bharatavakya is that all people should be happy. The king should be happy. The citizens should be happy. And let all people follow morals and bring up a society which is a cultural society. So that is the crux of Bharatavakya. So with this, we come to the end of this module. Thank you.